So in this video I'm simply gonna talk about the one thing. This is the illusion of freedom. Okay, so what is the illusion of freedom? So let's take a very basic, very simple example. Okay, let's talk about when the kings rule the world, and when they attack to the other state's king and they capture it. What will they with all that people who they capture? They make them slaves. Okay, so what a slave's life looks like? Okay, slave life is food. King provide them food. They work for the king and they provide them food, shelter, and security. There is three things the king provide. Okay, slave life will look like this. They work and they don't get any money for the work. They only get food from the king. Shelter means house, and security means the king protect them from any other kind of attack or etc. So here you get security from your country and you pay tax to them for the security. Okay, and food you buy it. So this is basically life of a slave. So what today's life looks like? Okay, let's okay, so now let's talk about the today's life. Okay, so this is today's life. So in today's life you get paid by money. That's the illusion, because from that money you are only able to afford food, shelter, and security. Food, you are paid enough much that you can only afford food, shelter, and security, because you pay taxes to the government. Okay, so this is basically the illusion of life, that you have freedom, but actually you are just a slave who work, and you are only paid enough that you can only afford food, shelter, and security. So what do you think? With that money that you are paid, you are able to do whatever you want? No, you are unable to do whatever you want. You cannot visit the places you want to visit. You cannot eat whatever you want to eat. You cannot take vacations. You have to work 7 days a week, 6 days a week, and 8 hours. That's minimum, but basically people work more to just earn some little, much more money. Blah, blah. So this is the simple. So here is a thing, that is tax. Okay, so we just go more detailed of this tax version. Okay, so let's go there. Now we talk about the tax. Okay, the tax is when you get paid first. Okay, paid, you get taxed. You get paid, you get taxed 30%. Okay, you are taxed 30% from your salary. Then when you buy stuff, then from that money, when you buy stuff, your Colgate or the clothes you like, or the phone, or salt, or vegetables, or whatever you buy, then you again get taxed. Okay, whatever percent, I don't know, X% taxed for. Then when you save money, okay, you get paid, you buy the stuff, then you saves money, you get taxed how? Because wherever you save, even if it is land or crypto or Indian market, or wherever you save, you will have to pay some amount in the form of tax, like cess or stamp duty or etc. That is about 1 or 2%. Okay, 1 or 2%. You saves money. Save means some kind of investment. Okay, so it's invest. When you invest money, you get taxed. And then after that, if you make profit, okay, if you make profit from it, you make profit from your investment, you get taxed from your profit. Okay, that is then again 30%. Okay, that's 30% from your profit. And if you have holded that investment, if you hold your investment more than 1 year, then there is new tax introduced, that is long term capital gain tax. Then you have to pay long term capital gain tax in it, and that amount you have to pay when you get profit from your investment. And if you get loss, it's totally your loss. Okay, if you get loss, it's totally your loss, and if you get profit, then you have to pay this tax. Okay, now you get profit from your investment, and now you have a little bit money to spend on luxury item or some premium goods. Okay, so now from the profit you think to buy luxury item. Okay, and then you have to pay tax of luxury goods. So what you do in your whole life, you have to pay tax, and that's why you are surviving here, just to pay tax to the government. Okay, so this is what no, let's forget about that. So let's talk about a little bit of school. Okay, so school is a place the people think that they go and they get knowledge and then they can do whatever you want to do. So let's understand in the basic term what qualities a man can have. Okay, so number one is the quality a man can have is confidence. I don't know the spelling of it, just take the confidence. Okay, then the creativity. I am just talking about the very basic stuff. Okay, confidence, creativity, and problem solving ability. Okay, and then next, let's talk about the three. Let's forget all that, let's talk about the three. So first thing is confidence. What school teach you? Confidence. You even have to ask, ma'am, may I go to use washroom? You have to ask to use washroom, and you think about confidence in school. That's a very good stuff. Okay, so now you don't even have confidence. Be serious. Okay, so they destroy your confidence in every possible way. You have to ask to drink water, go to washroom, and when the bell rings you have to eat. When the bells stop you have to go to your classes. When the bells ring you have to go to home. And then the second thing, that is creativity. Okay, so when you ask the teacher blah blah blah, and they just said sit down, we don't even care what you're interested in, so that will eventually kill your creativity in few times, because you have to study around 12 years of your life, and this is enough to destroy your creativity. Okay, so now there is another thing, that is problem solving ability. So here you can see it's an ability. Okay, so this is very important ability, everyone must have to get that ability to solve problems. And ability means it is not like something you get from born, you have to build it. And schools never build this ability to you. And there is a lot of abilities like working in a teamwork, and they destroy that because they keeps comparing they keep comparing you with the other students by your marks or grades, or you get that percentage and you are at here. Okay, so they kill every aspect a person can be better, and that's why you are this much better. So this is very simple video. I was not in the mood of creating video today, but I just created it. Okay, because you have to follow your plans, not your mood. Okay, bro. So this is the simple thing I told you today. This is the illusion of freedom that you have, that you are free to do anything that you can. Means you want to do, but you can't do anything because you are just a slave. You are paid enough just to live, and Just get food, shelter, and security, and that's your life. Enjoy.